breakout, and then we have our resistance in place, the touches, we have 2 touches, and then the retest over here. We have also established our sell zone, which is also our resistance area. So our sell zone, you can also put it as resistance. Okay, so let me just pick this one rather. So I have my resistance, or you can term it your sell zone. Okay. So yeah, so whichever way it makes sense. So if you want to, so in between, you don't do anything. You target the zones. You understand? So where the market has gotten to, you will not do anything in between. Okay, you just focus on the zones, whether at the down here or at the top there. Do you understand? So you just take note of that. So having established this one, I think it makes sense. It means that you are just going to wait for the market to play out based on, if you don't see it play your way, then it means that you would have to wait, or when the pattern changes, you look for something else to do. So currently this is what you are looking for, so that you have the touches. You have 3 touches at the top. Okay, yeah.
Understood.
Well, okay. So you pick it from there. Already the buy has already commenced. Okay, bounce off already. So either you wait for it to come back to that place, or you wait for it at the sell zone, and then you take it. As it appears on the screen, it looks like you have to wait for it to come to the resistance area or sell zone, then you take it from there. So these are some of that. If you don't see it play out, you leave it. You understand? So that's how we trade this. So our analysis, you are just taking it gradually. So this is on a 4-hour time frame. Let's check whether we can get another one. So let me bring it here. Okay, so we can get another one too from this point. Okay, but since I'm dealing with the immediate, so I will not go far. I'll just take it from this point somewhere there.
How would we know? Like when I'm doing analysis, am I doing immediate?
You may do what?
Like how I'm analyzing, am I only doing immediate time, like immediate price?
Okay, so I'm not doing everything using the past. Okay, if I really want to use the past, I will extend it, and if I extend it to you, you see that it makes sense. Do you understand? But I just want to deal with not plenty of information. Like this one can even give me what I want, so I work with it. Do you understand?
Yeah.
They're making my work messy. So I want to deal with this one. Maybe for today I'm trading this one. So all my analysis will be at where it is currently. Do you understand?
Okay.
Yes. So that you will not make a lot of even this information, even
too many.
Just the mere fact of looking from a distance, you can even tell. Okay, if I should extend this one, where will it there will be a touch somewhere. Do you understand? So okay, it makes sense. This one makes sense. Do you understand? If I extend this one, there's going to be a touch. Okay, so that one makes sense. So you can use imaginary line for that, because you are not dealing with everything. Do you understand? It is those who are now coming, they want to draw all the line for people to see them as what. Do you understand? So just take note. But you are a professional. A professional can just take this one and still work with it and say that, okay, if I'm going for a sell, this is all that I need. This is my setup. I'm going to go for a sell when price gets here. I'll be selling from this area and then set it and tell you that all the way to either this point Then they are done. They take a screenshot and then they archive it, or they put it in their how do you call it, Telegram
files.
Yeah. And then then they have it before and after. So it plays out. They go back like the way I normally do. Then they have the results against the previous analysis or the analysis, and then they do before and after. And then and if you keep doing that, and realize that for 1 month everything I'm doing is working, it is, you understand, sooner or later then you should be on you should be on social media for people to know that you predict it comes to pass. But if you know that you do it and then another thing you do it and then to bypass the stop loss, do you understand, it's another thing altogether. So that makes sense. Okay. So I think basically that is it. All that we are dealing is support and resistance. Do you understand? Support, resistance, support, resistance. Now, having understand this, we can also, so we have spoken about this one. Let's go to what I want to share with you, leaving this on the screen. Then where is it? A minute to consider before you take any trade. Having support and resistance in mind, you should also know what to consider before you take any trade.
Do
you understand?
Confirmation.
So the first one is market direction.
Check it out on weekly time frame.
So market direction, normally it is from weekly time frame, daily time frame, and then 4-hour time frame. But you're a day trader, you can just use daily or 4-hour time frame for the direction. Is it okay? So over here,
that's fine.
Yeah, let me take my pen. So the direction, you can decide to use and then we come to your setup. For the weekly direction, a weekly time frame, you can use it if you really want to swing, hold a trade for a very long time. Then your setup, where you do your analysis either on 4-hour time frame or so. When you go back, you realize that most of my analysis is on 4-hour time frame and daily time frame. Then the setup is on 1-hour time frame, the one I come live with people. Do you get it?
I've seen that.
Okay, good. So you should use 4-hour time frame for the direction, and then daily 1-hour time frame for the setup. So where you do your analysis, like what I did right now, you do your analysis on that one. And then your confluence, what are you looking for? Your confluence is more or less like your strategy in a way. So what do you trade? Support and resistance, or break and retest? You have to identify what, and you can put it down. You can write it down, so that you will not forget. Or trend line, whatever it is, just write it down. So that you know what you are doing. So for me, this is what I use. So I use support and resistance and trend line and channel. I've even left the channel out. And channel. Come. It's working. So channel, right? So whatever you have been using, you indicate it. You can even write it in your diary. I mean, be serious. I wish I can take a picture of my table. I write everything. The ones I have to print, I print them. I have a printer over here. I print them. And I put all these things together to let me know that this is my office, this is my full-time job. Do you understand? If anything finishes, I'll just indicate toner finish. I have to buy it. Okay, now let's continue. So that's my confluence. Okay, and then you come to the confirmation. Do you understand? So with the confirmation, you know about maybe 2 or 3 over here. So I'll stretch on this and this, and then we move on. So let's go back. Let me go and share the other one.
Would you eventually share, like, teach all of these ones to me eventually?
No. Today I'm touching on this one, the 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And then touch on all of this.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Based on the time we have, touch on all of this. So then where there's a need for these 2, then I address on that. So let's move on. Okay. We make. Okay, good. So now I have these ones. I want to trade. I want to make money. Okay. We have established our confluence, which is support and resistance. We have them in place. Do you understand? I can even draw another line to get my another zone. Yeah, you have gotten it. So that I know that, okay, in case of anything, I'm working with this one. Now let's look at something. So the direction of the market, what is happening, then the trend comes in. So we know this is the trend. I'm starting from the bottom. I'm interested in the touches. Do you understand? So currently this is what is happening.
So with the support, resistance and trend lines, how many touches do you need to have for it to be like valid, for it to be good?
Or at least 3 touches, 3 or more is valid. 3
Previously, so say that trend line has 3 touches, that means I can rely on it.
The what? You said I didn't get that.
So say this trend line you're drawing now it's got like 4 touches, hasn't it?
No, it has 3 touches.
Okay, so that
Look at it very well. I'm particular with what I'm doing. Okay. So if you are bringing the 4, then I take it from the top, bring it here, then we have the 4. So then we have the 4 now. Let's go back. So then you indicate them to be sure. Okay, I'm having my touch here. I have another one here. Then I have another one here. Then obviously the top one. Do you understand? Okay.
Yeah.
So 1 or 2, 3 or more. So 3 touches makes. Now you can see that it is toward the top, like it's going upward. So it confirms that it is up. If you want to treat it as a channel, you can also see how best you can draw another line, okay, for the touches, okay, to be sure. Okay, so you can also look at it from this perspective, okay, or this level, and that is the channel. If you have it too, so what it means is that this is ascending trend line. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Yes, trend line. And if we have the 2, that is the channel. So it is going up. So up, the market is going up. Now you saw. So it is. I don't know whether you are getting it clear now. Okay. So you don't. If anything you want to buy, you may consider it to buy from a support, which is this place. Okay, RBS. You may consider to buy from here. But even if you want to buy from here, bear in mind that there has been a breakout. Do you understand? So one may say that, okay, then why can't I buy from somewhere here? Do you understand? So that at least it will fall within the channel.
But like when it comes to that area, that's where I then use my confirmation, right?
No confirmation as to whether to buy or sell.
Yes.
Okay, so now you have your two channel. Okay, you have the channel. The channel has given you have your resistance. Okay, so you use the confirmation here. Over here, you know that it's resistance. You sell over there, and then this point, which is where you have to maybe buy from here, so that you have another touch here. You know, you don't want anything to walk out from the line, the trend line. Do you understand? But the moment it comes down, but you shouldn't also leave room for this touch. Okay, expect it over here, because that is where the market is likely to come. Do you understand? You don't assume. Okay, work with where it is likely to come. People would love to take it from this side. Do you understand?
Okay.
So if it gets here, maybe you are taking partial withdrawal profit. Do you understand? And leave room till it comes here. Okay. So we proceed. Are you following?
Yes, 100%.
Okay. So this is the trend line supposed to continue from here. But where it is, you want to work with neat information, good information. And we have the resistance is here, a breakout, a retest. So we expect the next one here, which is obviously going to be a breakout. So if you buy from here, you expect a retest, okay, or correction, and then you continue to sell. Already you have established this one, okay. Then it makes sense for you. Now on the resistance, okay, the confirmation for selling at the resistance area is two things. You use M pattern, double top, yes. You use Quasimodo, known as head and shoulder,
QM,
yes, or you use something like, it looks like wavy or whatever. Do you understand? These are the three you can use to sell from that point. Do you understand? Okay. Or the M, it can also look like this, where one leg, so one can look like this. Okay, it's also the same pattern, or it may be this equal. Okay, or
what is this on the 15 or the 5 minute?
To sell, or you do that. This one is 4 hour time frame. So 4 hour time frame, you target 1 hour or 15 minutes time frame. If you are doing daily, if you know you will not hold for long, you target 15 minutes. But if you hold for that long, target 1 hour time frame.
So do you wait for the M pattern to form first and then enter, or
you said what?
Like, you know, like when it gets to sell zone, do you then go to 15 minutes and then you look for the pattern to form then, like the M pattern or the QM?
Yes. So I'll go to line. Okay, the line will give me what I want. Okay. For instance, this one, when you come here, okay, it created that retest and then started selling. So can you see that? If I should pick it from there, you can see the pattern that it created. Have you seen it?
Yeah, M pattern,
Yes, then we go with that. So similar, you see, that's why I did that kind of thing over here, that I want to see it.
So then you'd only sell in that sell zone though, right?
Yes. The M or whatever it may create, the pattern it may create, make sure that it is within the zone, because you have established that one, so you should be able to take it from there.
Okay, that's what.
And you should be bold. You should be bold and don't give room that, okay, what if it goes up? What if, I mean, you don't know what you are doing then. Do you understand? You said that this is my resistance area. So when the price gets there, you should be bold enough to take it, and it will work, I'm telling you. Do you understand? So that is it. And then you have also established this one to be your support. Okay, so your support is here.
So like we were just discussing before, that M pattern, would we look at that on the 15 minute or the 1 hour for swing?
So if you want to swing, the pattern, this M, you should look for it at 1 hour time frame. If you want maybe in the course of the day, only the day, you do it on the 15 minutes time frame.
Okay, got you.
Okay, yes. Because for the 1 hour time frame, you know that, okay, whatever pattern I'm doing, I'm not going to close in 15 minutes time or 10 minutes time like the normal people. No, you are going to hold for that long. So you just leave
because I trade gold and it moves really fast.
Yes.
So say the first, like the first part of the M pattern is formed. When it goes back up, would I sell then expecting it to make the full M? If that makes sense.
Which one? So since gold go is very fast, okay, when it gets to the zone, okay, you just enter before it creates whatever it will create. You know that is
so you enter before, okay.
Yes. Do you understand?
Yeah.
For instance, when this one enters into the zone, you just enter. Do you understand?
Right, okay.
And then when it comes and touch you, you don't care. All that you know is that I have accuracy, so I'm going to hold. Whatever happens over there, I know it's going to go my favor, because this is a resistance area. And resistance area. You said?
And you have to give obviously the stop loss a big size in case it goes.
So if you are given, this one is 4 hour time frame. So in giving it a big size, it means that you have to use a relative low lot. The lot size should be considerate.
Yeah.
You understand? So yeah, you don't open a bigger lot size, so it goes against you. So you just leave a little bit. So you check where you are entering. So let's assume that you enter it over here, somewhere here. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your stop loss should be a little bit above here. Do you understand?
Above that, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Because you know that the price is within beneath that line. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
There's no previous candlestick that has gone past that. So anything that you are doing should be beneath it. So if it happens like that, you just take your tool and measure from your entry to that place, which is giving me 51. Yeah. So 50 pips. Let's say 50 pips. So 50 pips to get what? Do you get it? So let's assume I extend it to this point. So this is my 50 pips. 50 pips to get what? Then you check.
$236.
So that's 1 is to plus or minus 1 is to 3. Hey, no, 1 is to 4.
4.5, yeah.
Yeah, 1 point. Okay, yeah, sure. Do you understand? Then you indicate it that this setup is going to give me 1 is to 4.5. Okay. Then you leave it somewhere. You know what? Like, this is your work. It's not for public consumption.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So you are not coming to worry your head with what people are saying. Before you come to the public, this thing, you should be able to master it so much that you don't come and disgrace yourself, or other professionals are watching, and if you are doing something nasty, they will say, hey, this guy, what is happening? This guy, what is... You understand? So you want to master all these things. So make your note, do everything, and then okay, yeah, and then indicates where you want to take your TP1, TP2, and then everything. Since it is 1 is to 4, so you just indicate where should be your TP1 and where should be your TP2. Okay, and that's that. Like, you just copy, and then you get it. If you don't want to, you just leave it. At the back of your mind that if it gets to the end, this is what you are getting. That's all. Then you leave it.
Got it.
Okay. So now we have established. So to take this sell, okay, there are factors involved. Do you understand? So one, your confluence is a resistance, support and resistance. Okay. 2, you have been able to tell the direction of the market. This is ascending trend line or up trend line. Okay, up. The market is going up or upward. Okay, up. Okay.
Yeah.
So TL. uptrend line. So having established all these ones, the market is, there is something to, okay, I'm going to sell from the top because of what? Because where I will consider buy, it has already taken off, which is this place.
Yes.
Do you understand? This is where you should take your buy, and it has already taken off, and you don't want to take it at, if you take it at the middle, okay, it means that you just want to scalp. But if you are trading to make good profit, you don't take it once it has bounced off to the resistance level. Do you understand? The only thing you have to do is to wait. And why is this thing correct? Now, you have established your resistance, you have established your trend line, you have established RBS, okay, all these things you have established. All of these are your confirmation. So if I'm buying from here, it is because of my RBS. That's my confirmation to enter the buy. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now it has already bounced off from there. So what do? I'm going to sell from the top. Why? Then you establish reasons for that. Do you understand? So on the channel, this is where the market is likely to. So triple, if possibly you write it, triple top.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. It's going like the third touch. Do you understand? So that it will make a solid resistance in the way. Now another thing too that you have to also, you are trying your best to know why you are selling from that place. So another thing is that you are going to have your higher high, since it is creating, what's the name, it's going upward, it's going to create higher high, higher lows. Do you get it? In that state. So where it has gotten to this low, higher low, then lower high, then we come to this point. So you prefer to take it where it is likely to touch, which is, it's not far from that place. So you wait for that one. So one, higher high, higher. So when somebody says that I trade higher high, higher low, you are not telling me. We use it for confirmation. Do you understand? So this one is another way to let you know that, okay, if I'm selling, there's a reason for me to sell from this place. Okay, it's creating higher higher. So I'm taking the higher high, I'm taking it from the higher high all the way to higher low. Do you get it? So the higher high, higher low, okay, which is towards the up direction, okay, you use it to tell your confirmation, which is this one. So you know that, okay, I'm going to sell at the top because the buy has already commenced. So I wait for the sell at the top.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is it. So these are all. So if you do this one, you may not do it like the way I've done it. You may have it at the back of your mind that, okay, the market is creating higher high, and so I'm expecting another touch here. Then it comes, so that I have the next higher high. Then it comes to a higher low. Okay, but if it happens to break the ascending trend line, the bottom one, okay, then I will look for a retest, okay, from the, or I will look for a correction. Then I'll continue to sell all the way to this place. Do you understand?
Okay.
So that is it. That is it. And then I've spoken about the confirmation. I've spoken about this one. I've spoken about the trend line. Okay. Now, if you are buying, your focus should be on the bottom line. Okay.
Yeah.
But if you are selling, your focus should be on the top. Yes. But because it bounced off from the down, that is why I'm addressing it from the down, and then we expect, okay, this is, and then we have a resistance. You can't tell me that, okay, I'm going to wait for it over here and sell from this place. You may have a point, yes, but in between you have some roadblock, which is you have some resistance at the middle. So you treat it just as you have, okay, the market has not broken, it has not bypassed it. So you treat it as a resistance until you see a breakout, a full breakout. Then you target the next touch. Okay.
Yeah.
But since Yes, since you have not seen it, you work with this side. You just work with this area.
Got it.
You got it. Okay, that's it. And you don't rush the market. You wait for all these things that we have sketched to play out. Do you understand? So if the guys are rushing and they are making their profit, you know what they are looking for. Do you understand? Let's assume that from Monday to Friday, I got 1,070 pips.
Yeah.
For just one trade. Okay? Whilst they are taking 30 pips or 100 pips, small, and then they walk out. Okay? I held all the way from the top to the next line. Do you understand? We gave me 1,070 pips just for one trade. That. You saw that, yeah. So you should also relax if it gets to you enter based on what you are seeing.